Thank you for watching Living in the News. And this is a great day with Hunter Mizar. We're shooting live here in the Mizar Senior Center. And this show is really built around the idea of highlighting good people in the area that are doing good things in our community. So when this show started, immediately we started getting some response from people in the community that said, you have to sit down with John and Dorothy Evans. Now, we haven't really met. I've seen you from a distance, but this is kind of a treat for me that I get to hear the story of who you guys are, because you have your hand in so many different things in our community. So tell me a little bit your experience of how did you come to Mizar and why did you choose Mizar?
Well, in 2005, we came to visit the fiddle contest, and Dorothy had seen an advertisement in a AAA magazine, and it sounded like it was fun, so we decided to try it, and we really liked the town, and so we decided that when retirement came, we would consider this. We were looking at another town, and we were getting the newspapers from both towns, and when time came, we decided that we would move to Mizar. The towns that we moved into had to have three things. They had to have a golf course, a hospital for my heart problems, and a square dance club.
Okay.
And at that time, Mizar had a square dance club. But by the time we got here, it was disbanded.
Oh, no.
But now it's started back up. We meet every Tuesday night right here at the Mizar Activity Center for Seniors, and have a lot of fun with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you know anybody when you moved here?
Well, we came in February of 2011 to see if we could handle winter here.
Yeah, okay.
And
Because where did you come from?
From California.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where else?
Okay.
And so anyway, when we came in February, they were square dancing, so we went to one of their meetings, and we met people at that time. And they started calling us, and we talk on the phone and different things. And so when we actually moved here in September of 2011, we already knew some people.
Okay. Now you kind of have a different philosophy about retirement. It isn't just a time to sit back and maybe watch TV and let time go by. You guys are really active. And tell me about some of the things you've been involved in with the community.
Well, when I first came in, I had been in the Lions Club in California.
Okay.
And when we first came here, we were invited to a Lions Club meeting, and so we participated in that for many years. And so I have over 25 years in Lions.
Wow.
And then when we first moved here, I started working with the blood drive with Alex.
Okay.
And next thing you know, he's asking me, will you help being a coordinator for the blood drive and signing this paper saying I'll take over if he doesn't. And so I've worked I think I've only missed two, but every quarterly blood drive since we've been here.
Wow.
And write the article for it, and I do the data input for it. And then for Love Inc., we're in charge of the coat distribution for our church, which is St. Agnes Catholic Church. Mm-hmm. And that's something that we're heavily involved in, because that doesn't just stop with the coat giveaway. First, we collect coats from the community, we collect donations and buy coats, and then we have the big giveaway. And then after that, anytime somebody needs a coat, they call Love Inc., or they can call us, and we go to our storage area, we get their coats, and then we deliver them.
Wow.
So it goes all winter long,
Oh, wow.
And then it starts up again around August. Well, actually it starts earlier than that, because we get all the coats that are left over at the schools, mm-hmm. and we get big bags of coats from them, and we take them home and wash them all, and so our storage area is just booming with coats.
Wow.
And but by the end of winter, it's pretty depleted.
Yeah.
There's a big need in this town.
Sure.
And actually, it's for Washington County. We don't ever hear from people in Cambridge and Midvale, but we can get coats up there if we need them.
Okay.
And we have sent some up there, but we can get coats up there. Anybody needs them up there.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And then we're in Lee's Architectural Preservation Committee. I'm the membership chair for that.
So what do they do?
They own the depot and the Pippin Castle.
Okay.
And then they help people that own historical homes. They help them. We want to keep the town beautiful. We don't want somebody to buy a historical home and then ruin the outside of it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they help them with things like that. And we do a lot of things, with them. And then we always help with the Christmas dinner. But when we were in California, we were very active. Even though we were working full time, we still were very active with volunteer work. So this is not new to us.
Yeah.
I can't imagine just sitting around thinking about myself all the time.
Right. Yeah.
So we're involved in a lot of things. The newest one we're in is the Athletic Boosters.
Oh, okay.
We started that last year, and then now we're going to be on the committee for putting on the fundraising dinner, which is going to be in May.
So what do they do, the Athletic Boosters? Is that just for the high school? Is that for?
Well, it's mostly for the high school. What they do is they raise funds,
Okay.
and then they equally divide it amongst all the different sports. So, and that helps them. I think last year we raised, well, I shouldn't say because I can't remember the amount now. But anyway, then all the different sports get thousands of dollars each one to buy equipment or for travel or things like that. So that's a new one that we're getting involved in.
So where will that dinner be at in May?
Well, we haven't had our first meeting yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're going to start having a meeting, I think, in February to start planning it.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure we get that.
Because I think I heard you had an event at Sunnyside
Yeah,
last year that went really well.
Yeah,
I
that
heard good
was
things about it.
that was in the middle of the summer, and it was extremely hot.
Yes.
And so I think that's why they're planning on May this year. Yeah, but yeah, that was a great outturn, and hopefully we'll get a lot more people this year.
Yeah, that's great. The sports around here, I think, is great for our kids. And,
definitely. Yeah, keep them busy and keep them happy.
Yeah. Well, any other things you want to tell me that you've been involved in?
Well, I'm mostly helping her when she gets involved, but it's been a fun experience to be here, just to watch the community change and just be involved in that change.
Yeah.
And working with different organizations, helping out where we can. One of the Meals on Wheels drivers were going to have a shoulder surgery, and so I was going to take over that position while she was recovering, but it turned out that she didn't have to have it, so I didn't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
But as things come up and they need some help, I'm there if they need me.
Yeah. It's amazing to me that people think, oh, it's just a small little town and there's nothing to do, and yet there's so many ways to get involved. There's just so many activities, and I'm amazed at all the things that are going on in our community there's always room to volunteer and to serve and to get.
Yeah. Dorothy's sister lives in Sacramento, and we were visiting there, and we were trying to decide what to do. And her sister has visited lots of here, and she said, "Well, it's not like Weezer. There's something to do in Weezer all the time, but Sacramento, there's what are we going to do?"
That's funny.
But it's amazing how all the different groups of people, they help each other. It's a massive network, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Like with the Coats, we get help from not only the community, but we get help from the Elks, we get help from the Lions, we get help from Rose Advocates. One time we needed a coat for a little kid, size 5, and we were going to drive all the way over to Ontario, and we thought, well, let's see if there's something here we can get. So we asked this young lady who we knew had kids, and we said, is there some place over here we can get coats? Oh, she says, my mom's at Walmart right now. I'll call her.
Wow. Yeah.
And so her mom bought the coat, and then we had this code for this little 5-year-old, and they wouldn't accept money for it, but we're always willing to pay. And the same with Rose Advocates. They'll call us, or we've got coats for you, and so it's just a big network of people helping each other.
Yeah. Well, what a blessing it is that you guys came to Weezer. And this is really the reason I'm trying to do this show, is to highlight there are good people in our community doing great things. And this is, to me, the beauty of Weezer. People help each other. There's a community sense. And you guys have certainly been a big part of it. So thanks for all that you're doing.
Well, we enjoy it. we like helping people.
Yeah.
Like I said,
keeps us off the streets at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, again, thanks for all that you do and for being a part of our community. And thank you for watching Living in the News, and a great day with Hunter Mizar. We'll see you real soon.